Hi, I'm Zoe Hill, and I've been coaching for many decades. I first started skating when I was a youngster. I was like 7 or 8 years old. My dad was a curler, and back in those days, the skating rink was on the second floor of the curling club, and the main floor was the curling part. So he'd take me on Saturdays, he'd practice curling, and I'd skate and do public session up on the second floor. And that just spiraled into a great interest in skating. We only had ice in the winter, so every summer after about age 10, I would have to go away every summer to keep progressing on my tests and everything. And I just loved the sport. I still love the sport, and I think it's what's kept me in the coaching business for as long as it has. I think the best thing about the sport is for the girls that stay in it and pass some tests. And I mean, they don't have to be any kind of champion or anything like that, but the sport really does teach many of life lessons, you know. It's not easy to go into the rink every day and do the same thing over and over and over. And figure skating is supposedly one of the most difficult sports. So the kids do have to work hard. They have to learn how to, you know, manage their time between school and skating. School always should come first, skating second. It teaches a lot, and I don't think a lot of the kids realize it until they go through the process and like, oh, I'm so glad I had some skating background to have the confidence to go out, because in the figure skating, a lot of times you're either going to pass or you're going to have a retry. and it's tough, but then they get back on the track and they get out there and work hard and they go out and then they, you know, do a great job at whatever it was. It's the love of the sport, and I am very, very grateful that I've had such a wonderful group of athletes that I've had the opportunity to work with through the years. It is just so gratifying to see them after I've spent time with them and they've worked hard and they go out and they accomplish a test or do well in their competition or whatever. And that just makes my day, and you know, I'm anxious to get back to the rink again and, you know, move on to something, another phase of their skating. And it's the relationships that are built between coaches and skaters, the athletes, that has kept me in it all these years. And I miss it, you know, because I'm not in there every day, and I like to still go in every now and then and see the kids and work with them a little bit. I've taught so many kids through the years that there's nothing better, whether they're taking a very early on preliminary type of test or working up to get their gold freestyle test or whatever. It's just seeing those kids being rewarded by passing or placing well, that's the gratitude that I feel, that I've been a small part in, you know, helping them be successful and all. And like I said, I was very fortunate that I had skaters that did well, but the ones that went on to international, their experience was as great as someone, little pre-skater that worked so hard and fell down. She bounced right back, and finally she got her pre-freestyle test. And that, it's all the same, just seeing kids happy and proud of themselves and looking forward to the next level of skating.